welcome to the Idaho Job and Career Fair. Thanks for joining us today. We would like to thank our sponsor of this networking room, Express Employment Professionals. This broadcast would not be possible without their support. Please note this session and all sessions at the Idaho Job Career Fair today will be recorded for viewing at a later time. Participating company information can be found at www.idahocareerfair.com's homepage under participating companies. We will welcome your questions. Job seekers can type in questions on the Zoom Q&A function, and questions will be addressed by the end of each session as time allows. I would now like to introduce our first speaker, Lydia, with Idaho Housing and Finance Administration and her team. Welcome, Lydia.
Thank you very much. I'm Lydia Aguirre. I'm the Director of Human Resources. And as Aaron was saying, if anybody has any questions, I'm going to go through what our company does, the jobs that we have available. So if there's any questions, please type them. Aaron will monitor that and we'll answer all of those at the very end. So first of all, I want to have you meet the team that are here today. So all these folks are online with us. I'm Lydia, I'm the first person there. There's Katie Shammy, who's our Senior HR Generalist, Krista Stringer, she's our Talent Acquisition Person, and Micah Matthew, who's another HR Generalist, and all of us do the recruitment for IHFA. So here are the open positions that we have right now. This changes daily. So some of these may not make a lot of sense. Once I explain what our company does, I think it's going to make better sense to you, but this is what we have open right now. The other thing I want you to notice is at the far bottom right-hand side of your screen, it's got www.idahohousing.com careers. That's how you're going to apply for these positions. We have electronic application, and that's how you would get into being able to apply for one or more positions. We have incredible benefits. I'm pretty proud of the benefits we have to offer. It's a huge menu. Our medical, vision, dental, and EAP, our health insurances are phenomenal. $250 deductible, which is unheard of. You pay very little as a copay. The company picks up the greatest portion of that. We also have a retirement plan. We have 2 retirement plans. And unlike other companies, we also have a very generous pension plan. So we have like a 401k equivalent where we have a company match, and then we have a pension plan on top of that. So that's a pretty rich retirement plan that we have. We also give pretty generous vacation and sick time, 10 paid holidays, and you also get 1 day a year that you can go, the company gives you a day to go volunteer. And it has to be, you volunteer for a nonprofit that fits within our mission. The other things we have to offer is free downtown parking, and that's pretty nice. Most companies, you have to pay for parking, but here you don't. We have an ideal 529 college savings plan where you can put money aside and save for college or private school for not just your children, but it could be for other children as well. We also have the Smart Dollar Money Management Program, and if you've heard of Dave Ramsey, it's putting your financial wellness in place. So we believe in emotional wellness, mental wellness, and financial wellness is just as important. So this is really a personalized process for you. It sets, you set your financial goals, and then that program helps you meet them. We have pet insurance, we have life insurance, we have accidental death and dismemberment insurance. Our disability insurance is both short and long term. We have on-site gym and locker room, which is free to you, and we have a lot more to offer. Here's what we do. Our biggest book of business is our homeownership lending piece. And so we do soup to nuts on homeownership lending. So with that, we have people who come in, the biggest market share of home loans in the state of Idaho are through our company. And we also service loans for 6 additional states. Everybody's located here, but we're servicing for Texas, Washington, New Mexico, Iowa. So that's our homeownership. We do loan servicing. We do default counseling if somebody's falling behind. And we also offer homebuyer education programs for people, first-time homebuyers. Our housing development and management group, we develop new projects, and we have property management for multifamily structures. In our homelessness and special needs housing, this is another, it's one of our federal grant programs. There are several grants that go into this program, but we have a homeless coordination network. We have a homeless management information system that all the homeless shelters are tied into. It's an electronic system where we track the homeless population. And then we also do grant funding, and all the nonprofits in the state of Idaho and affiliated nonprofits, we help fund that through the federal grants that we write and get the federal dollars to come into the state of Idaho. On the rental assistance side, if someone can't afford to pay fair market rent, they can come to one of our offices and they can get rental assistance if they qualify based on income and family size. We also have another federal program, it's called Family Self-Sufficiency, and that's helping people get off any kind of federal assistance. And so that's food stamps, it's rental assistance if they're housing poor, if they don't know how to budget. We walk them through how to get themselves self-sufficient financially. We also have a homeless prevention part of our business. The project financing, we do a lot of construction and perm loans, and we do that for other developers as well as ourselves. So we give loans to developers, to construction companies, and we build a lot of multifamily housing in the state of Idaho, and now we're starting to extend that outside of Idaho. We do nonprofit facility financing, so if someone's a nonprofit, they can come to us and get financing through us, and we also do small business lending. Here's some of the reasons to work here. You know, I came from Micron to IHFA, and I loved Micron, and Micron's a wonderful company, but it is so wonderful to work for a company that helps people. And so when you're working, we're a mission-driven company. And here is our mission. We try to improve lives and strengthen Idaho communities by expanding housing opportunities, building self-sufficiency, and fostering economic development. And so that is our mission. And here's just a statement I'm not going to read to you, but it's a person that still continues to work with us, but this is just a statement from Jack.
I don't believe we're hearing your audio.
Pardon?
Lydia, I don't believe we're hearing your audio.
There's not, yeah,
okay.
I'm sorry, there's not audio yet. That's in a future slide.
Okay, thank you.
This is just reading what our employees are saying about us, and these are current employees.
We all kind of just treat each other like family. You know, we all get along here. There's no competition here. We all work as a team, and that's what I really like. And that's what honestly gets me up in the morning.
Here's I think some reasons to work here. Here's some more testimonials. We really work hard to provide a company culture that's family oriented. We have a lot of things that we do with our employees, and we work very hard putting them together in fun situations. We do a lot of team building. So Alicia works in homeless programs, and this is a statement from her. The other thing, we have been in Best Places to Work in Idaho for several years. We've won that award 10 years in a row. And so we're pretty proud of that too. And the thing I love about Best Places to Work is it's our employees. Best Places to Work will send a questionnaire to your employees. And so we give them email addresses to our employees, and it's what our employees are saying about us that help us win this multiple years in a row. And here's some FAQs. We do have a home partnership foundation. We've raised more than $2.2 million for nonprofits who provide housing services. The Home Partnership Foundation is mostly to help the homeless population in any way we possibly can. We have an 80% success rate with foreclosure prevention, and that's pretty phenomenal. In the mortgage industry, 80% success rate, helping people not get foreclosed upon is a great success rate. This is the next bullet point is how many Idahoans were helped by our free counseling service. So we also, even if you don't have an IHFA home loan, if you have a home loan and you want to call someone to find out about counseling because you're falling behind or you lost your job, what should you do? we offer that free service to anybody within Idaho. So also our small business program has helped and it's created like 4,000 jobs. So we have like an SBA program where we help small businesses start up, and that has created a lot of jobs in the state of Idaho. We partner with more than 400 lenders, 6 housing finance organizations, which is in 6 different states, and we purchased more than 23,000 loans worth $4 billion in 2018. And since then, we've grown even more. We serve more than 110,000 borrowers, and I think right now we're up to 175,000 borrowers. And we've helped over 18,600 families with rental assistance. Folks that couldn't pay their rent, they came to us and we helped them pay the rent. So I hope you do apply. I hope I've piqued your interest a little bit in IHFA. Again, to apply for one of our jobs, you go into www.idahohousing.com careers. Click on the job that you're interested in, and it'll take you through an electronic application process. And at the very bottom, you can see if you have any kind of a problem on that careers page, can't find how to apply for a job, just email employment@ihfa.org and we'll get back to you and help you out. So now we're ready for question and answer. Erin, any questions that we have?
Yes, it looks like we do have a question. This particular person says their background is in social work. Do you employ social workers, and what role do they play?
We do. One arm of our business is we apply for federal housing grants, and those grants are for all kinds of things, from homelessness to rental assistance to all of that. So we actually have quite a few folks with social work degrees that we either work in the homeless programs, working with nonprofits to help them deal with the homeless population they deal with, or the rental assistance program. And that's where we have a lot of those folks with social work degrees. So hopefully you do apply if you have a social work degree. We'd love to have you.
There are no other questions at this time. Did you just want to maybe reiterate again some of the things that you mentioned about culture, how to apply?
Sure.
Anything that you want to reshare?
I will reshare. One thing I'm really proud of is I think the HR team, I've got a phenomenal team. And we work extremely hard trying to make a great company culture for anybody working for us. We have, for example, we have an employee appreciation day where we bring people in, we make it fun, we feed them, we put them in hotels if they are not in Boise. We do a lot of fun activities. We have them choose activities that are team activities. We pay for all of that. We pay for everything. And so it's a great day of everybody getting together. We right now have about 450 people. So we do a lot of team building activities. So everybody gets to know what other jobs do. And we really work hard at making the 6 locations one team. I don't know if any of my team want to talk about anything else that we do, but we do a lot. We have a lot of brown bags, which means we bring in Edwards Greenhouse and we have lunch, and Edwards Greenhouse comes in and talks about gardening tips, and they actually bring us plants. Or we'll have a holiday brown bag where we make holiday decorations or gifts, or we do a lot of things with our employees that are just, I think, out of the box.
That's great. We do have a couple more questions. This individual says they don't have a background in finance or college degree. Is that grounds for not being hired? Absolutely not. No, you don't need a college degree for a lot of our jobs. You know, anytime we have a job ad, in fact, if you click on one of our jobs, it'll tell you what the qualifications are. Some of them do require a degree, but most don't, if you have equivalent experience. But no, we've got a variety of jobs. Excellent. Next question, how about the same question regarding one with an education background in mathematics? We are a finance organization, so mathematics is a skill that we are always looking for. So please apply if you've got any strength in finance, accounting, mathematics, so yeah. Thank you. Next question is, every job posting requires a 2-year experience. My question is, do you hire a new graduate with no work experience? You know,
Again, look at the job title and it'll tell you the qualifications. And I don't think every job has 2 years, but sometimes it can be if you did volunteer work, or it can be you have an interest or a mission in, you're mission driven. So just not having experience doesn't mean that we would disqualify you, but just look at the qualifications we're looking for.
Can I expand on that too, Lydia? The other thing to check for is if it says whether it's a preferred qualification. Sometimes the verbiage might say if it's preferred, then that's something that's not going to rule you out. So just kind of keep an eye on what that lingo says. Most of our jobs would probably say 2 years preferred. But from my understanding, we shouldn't have too many that have a required on the listing. So,
thanks, Krista. That's a good point. The other thing we're very good at, and my team, they've been recruiting for a long time. So if somebody applies with us and they may not be the best fit for a job, but we really like them, we will hold on to that person and see if there's something that comes up that person will fit in. And so we do quite a bit of that. So if you apply and maybe you weren't chosen, it's not that you're not going to be considered maybe for another position that you may be better qualified for, or we think you're a better fit for.
Excellent. We have another question. This person's background is customer service management and quality management lead auditor. They had applied for a rental assistant coordinator position and was wondering, would you consider someone who was an auditor background for quality management system?
I'm going to read this. We would. I mean, I encourage you to apply.
Excellent. Another question came in. They had looked at the current job listing and didn't see anything specifically for social work at this time. Is there someone we can send a resume to in the event an opening becomes available? Also, they are looking to shift away from direct social work practice, so they are open to jobs not directly involved with social work. Are there any departments you can think of where social work skills might be needed?
Yes, we don't hire social workers just to be social workers. That's not what our jobs are, but we like that degree for our rental assistants, any of our federal programs. Some of our homeless programs positions, we are looking for that social work background. Also the rental assistants, again, that social work background's invaluable to us.
Excellent. Here's a comment from a job seeker. I appreciate getting more information from you and have placed in 2 applications and look forward to the possibility of working with you. They have a background in finance and mortgage, and we're wondering if you were going to have any openings in quality assurance.
You know, I can't tell you that I'm going to have, because you just never know. I mean, today a job may be full and tomorrow that job may be somebody's gone. I don't know. We have very low turnover. It doesn't happen all the time, but I would encourage you to send your resume to employment@ihfa.org. We do look for finance background, and if you have any experience in the mortgage industry, that's very valuable to us. So please apply.
Awesome. Job seekers, if you have any more questions, please go ahead and submit those now. And Lydia, if you just want to maybe share one more time how to search for jobs with your organization as well as apply.
Well, the great thing about HR, we are paperless. So just if you don't see a job that fits or you don't think you're interested in a job, just keep looking at our website. I encourage you maybe every week to look to see what the openings are, because we are constantly, that's always changing. So I encourage you to keep looking at our website. And if you have any problems finding or applying for a job, that employment@ihfa.org, that's exactly where you just want to just email us, send us a resume as an attachment. That works well too. So we may not have a job right now that you think you may be a fit for, but send us a resume anyway and we'll hang on to it and see if there's a future fit for you.
Excellent. Any closing remarks or anything you or your team would like to add today?
Team, anything you want to add?
I don't think so. I think you did a great job, Lydia. Thanks.
Thank you. I think we're good, Erin.
Oh, well, thank you so much. We appreciate Idaho Housing and Finance Administration being part of this Job Seekers Forum and appreciate your time today. You all have a great day. And for our job seekers, our next session will start up at 1:30 with Express Employment Professionals. We'll be
Thank
back
you,
right
everybody. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. One moment, please, and I will get the transitional slide up to share about our agenda. Again, job seekers, thank you for joining us. We will be back at 1:30 with Express Employment Professionals. And we appreciate you being here with us. Hello, thank you for joining us for the Idaho Job and Career Fair. We'd like to thank our sponsor of this room, Express Employment Professionals. This broadcast would not be possible without their help. Please know that each session will be recorded at today's Idaho Job and Career Fair for viewing at a later time. Participating company information can be found at www.idahocareerfair.com's homepage under participating companies. We will have time for Q&A. Please submit your Q&A through the Zoom Q&A function, and we will address those during the session as time permits. I would now like to introduce Haley and Emily with Express Employment Professionals. We'll just get them on right now. One moment, please. Hi, Haley, are you there? If you want to unmute yourself, we are ready to go.
Hi, I'm here. Can you hear
Hi.
me?
Yes. I
Awesome.
do not see Emily.
Do we see Emily?
Moment. But did you want to go ahead and start, and I'll see if I can help her get on board.
Perfect. She says she's on. And I saw her in there.
Yes, Emily is on as an attendee, so I will resend her a link to join as a panelist. So she's not able to, she doesn't have verbal functions or video as a attendee. So we'll need her to relog on to the Zoom link that was sent to her as a panelist earlier.
Awesome, because she has the PowerPoint. So that sounds good.
Yeah. Well, so go ahead, Emily, if you could do that for us, that would be great. And I will be right back. One moment, please. Thank you. Hey, Emily, are you there now?
Were you able to resend her the link?
Well, I went ahead and I was able to do a function where she was moved to a panelist. So at this time, we're just trying to make that happen. Sorry for the technical difficulty.
Oh, there
And
she is.
Julie, we see you. You're on mute. And you can
Hi,
also,
here.
sorry about that trouble.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Hello.
Hello, welcome.
Hi, thank you so much.
Thank you for your sponsorship of this networking room. We appreciate Express Employment Professionals' opportunity to help us out this way.
Oh, you're welcome. It's our pleasure. And thank you so much for hosting us and for Idaho Business League for putting on this virtual job fair. We're excited to be a part of this. So let me get my PowerPoint going. Okay, perfect. Can you see the screen?
We cannot.
Okay, let me try again. Technology is always fun. Okay, shows.
So if you hover down below, your toolbar will come up and the green button in the middle, share screen with the arrow. There you go.
Awesome.
Can you see it now?
Yes, yes, we see your screen. Excellent.
Okay, fantastic. So let's, awesome. Okay, so just move this down so I can click this button. Awesome. So we are Express Employment Professionals, and we are a staffing agency. And so we'll just go through a brief presentation and give you a little bit of information and background about Express Employment. So we were founded in 1983, and we work both locally and internationally. Our vision is to help as many people as possible find good jobs by helping as many companies as possible find good people. And we've made a long-term commitment to put 1 million people to work every single year. So that is our current goal as a company.
So Express Employment, we are a franchise. So we have more than 825 franchisees locations throughout the US, Canada, and South Africa.
We succeed by helping others succeed. So in 2019, as a company as a whole, we had 552,000 associates employed. So over 500,000 people in 2019. And we serviced over 83,000 companies as a company, internationally and nationally.
So comparatively speaking, with the other staffing agencies, we rank second in light industrial and 6th in office services. And we ranked 11th largest staffing company in the world since 2009.
So as you can see from the screen, we have received various awards. In 2020, we were recognized as the #1 staffing franchise on Entrepreneurs Magazine's Franchise 500 list and among the top 100 companies. And this is the 9th consecutive year that we've been awarded this best in category, and we're really proud of that. And then we've also been recognized as the best of staffing company. In 2020, Express received clearly rated Best of Staffing Client and Talent Award, which is only bestowed on less than 2% of staffing firms in North America.
So being franchised out, we are a locally owned and operated office, which is really awesome because our franchisee, he's a local person in our community, has the best interest for our community, which makes it, have the best interest to support our community. We can respond quickly to our clients because we're really quick, and we can best service our community that way.
And as you can see here, 3 million people were employed by staffing companies each week, and 17 million temporary employees hired by staffing firms every single year. And that's more jobs in the last 3 years than any other industry. And we provide workers with jobs, flexibility, training. In many cases, it's a way for workers to bridge to permanent employment. We help companies by providing them with quality workers when they need them and how they need them. And according to Career Builder, more than half of the US employers plan to hire temporary workers as companies work to maintain flexibility in their workforce and use it as a test drive to ultimately hire permanent employees.
So the types of jobs we offer office services, light industrial, skilled trades, and professional. So we do have a little bit of everything for everyone, which is pretty awesome.
And just to expound upon that, like just to give you an example, some of our office positions include like reception, customer service, data entry, admin, executive assistants, office assistants. Our light industrial includes assembly, production, shipping, receiving, warehouse workers, general labor, event staff, food service workers. Some of our skilled trade include CNC machinists, TIG and MIG welders, HVAC plumbing techs, machine operators, and some of the professional roles we've worked on include accounting, finance, IT, engineering, plant managers, sales and marketing professionals, advertising, HR, legal, and even some C-level roles. All of our associates that work for Express are eligible for benefits from day one. You don't have to work any certain number of hours or amount of time to become eligible. And some of the benefits that we do offer include 2 different medical plans, dental, vision, life, short-term disability, a 401k retirement plan, scholarship opportunities, and we do referral bonuses as well.
So the types of off-job we offer in terms of time, a lot of the times you think with a staffing agency, it's just temp work. We do offer temp work and short-term work, but we also do offer temp to hire and evaluation hire, as well as direct hire placements. So we'll often have, a day job here or there on the industrial side, but we also have contract work, which could be up to a couple months. And then evaluation hire means that you're on our payroll for a short amount of time for the evaluation period. And then after that, you get to be rolled over to that company's payroll and be their full-time employee. And with the direct hire placement, those are usually more of the professional positions, but not always. And you would just go straight to their payroll.
And we have a quick 2-minute video to show you that just gives you more of a sense of who we are and the type of jobs that we staff. So let me just pull this up quickly. Oops. One second, please. Here it is.
Over the last few years, Express Employment Professionals has put over 1 million people to work, and we're on a mission to help 1 million more.
One of the reasons we help so many people find jobs is because we're trained, certified professionals doing what we do best, finding the right job for the right people. And there's never a fee to find work through Express, no matter what position you're looking for.
So what types of jobs can you find through Express? The short answer, all kinds. From temporary to long-term, part-time to full-time, from entry-level to executive-level positions.
Express can take you places based on your work history and experience. Our clients come to us with job opportunities, and we match them with our associates' skills and availability. We place people in administrative roles and professional positions like financial or technical. We help people find work in commercial and industrial fields. We also help in different kinds of hires.
Have you ever heard of evaluation hire? That's where you accept an assignment for a predetermined amount of time so you and the employer can decide if the job is right for you. Think of evaluation hire as a bridge to full-time employment, or maybe temporary and contract staffing is a better fit for you. Temporary and contract staffing gives you the freedom of choice and allows you to work when you want to. Typical assignments range from a few days to a few weeks to a few months, and sometimes even longer. These types of positions give you the chance to explore potential full-time jobs while you earn extra money and learn new skills. We also provide direct hire placement, where we place you directly onto the payroll of one of our client companies permanently.
Whether you're a machine operator or an accountant, Express is about getting you to work. Want to know if Express has a job that fits you? Contact your local Express office today. It's free and it's easy.
Excellent. Go through these really quickly. And then the last thing that we have is just that we have 3 different locations.
Welcome everybody back to this week's episode of Get Ahead, where you get to ask a recruiter. We help you demystify the job search and you get to ask a recruiter.
Sorry about that. So we have 3 different office locations here locally that can best help you with your job search, just depending on where you are located. So we have a Boise office, a Caldwell office, and a Fruitland office. In order to apply, you can just call us directly to set up an interview, or you can also do an online application through the websites listed there, or just to go to expresspros.com. And then you can select your closest location after the application has been completed. And then we'll set up an interview with you from there to talk about your job search and see how we can best help you find employment. So Erin, any questions that have come up?
We don't have any questions at this time. Do you have some frequently asked questions that come your way sometimes with job seekers that you'd like to share?
I think one of our biggest questions is how much it will cost the job seeker. And the answer to that is it is a free service to the job seeker. We negotiate that different, on the side with the clients we are working with, but for the job seeker is a completely free service.
Excellent, excellent. We did have a question come in. What do you say to someone who was told by a recruiter interviewer to the job seeker to dumb down their resume? I have 2 college degrees, both undergrad, and over 30 years experience as an administrative assistant and coordinator.
That's an excellent question. I guess it would be based on the kind of job you're looking for. And I would say we get to know our clients really well. So although I hate the idea of like dumbing down a resume, I think we would know like if a company would not consider you as a candidate if like too many degrees were kind of a deal breaker for them. But then ultimately you also want to be in a role where your expertise and your education are really going to pay off. So we may talk to you more about just maybe reorganizing that resume to highlight your experience first and education second. Because really, I believe a resume is just a piece of paper. It's just an introduction to someone. And so it's just about that first point of contact as an introduction until we can actually get you to meet with the client and so they can get to know your skill set from there. So, so I know I hate that we're dumbing down a resume, but I think we would work with you to best utilize the skills, how they would best suit the client and their needs so that we could get over that initial resume hurdle so that we can get you in front of the client and meet with them in person.
That's great. It sounds like you have lots of resources and opportunities to put temporary, full-time, higher level, middle level, beginning level, all to work. That it's just a great opportunity for people who are seeking employment, especially right away. People are looking to get back to work sooner rather than later.
Absolutely. And a lot of people utilize a staffing agency and use us also for kind of just bridging that gap. Maybe you want to try out something new. And so like trying out a temporary role and seeing, do I like this before I want to commit to it? And if not, that's okay. We just ask for a 2-day notice in order to switch to a new job. So there's really, like, you're not really stuck. You're able to transition and try things out. Also, if you like had a gap of employment, this could be a great way to kind of transition back in and be able to use and improve some of the skills that might be a little bit rusty. Or people are also looking for something really specific in their job search. And although we might not be able to place in that specific role, we can at least help you get to work right away and have an income while you are looking for something very specific, or until we are able to place you in a more specific position. But a lot of people just use it as a way to get some paychecks, a few weeks of paychecks while they're doing a longer term job search, or we're assisting you with that longer term job search. So we just try to be really flexible and easy to work with and help meet whatever hiring and job search needs that you may have.
Sounds excellent. And it's great, like you said, an opportunity to explore new things that maybe someone wouldn't have invested a time to go sign on full-time with an employer. They can kind of test the waters with different skill sets and such.
Absolutely.
I also think if you could touch again on the option to have benefits and those eligibility with the job seekers, that was a nice perk.
Absolutely. So that is one thing that helps us stand out from other agencies, is that we offer comprehensive benefits to all of our associates. And it doesn't matter if you just work one day, a few hours, you're eligible from the very first moment you start a position. We have 2 different medical plans, an MEC, more like preventative type plan, and then a plan that covers more accidents, injuries, and then dental, vision, term life, short-term disability. We also offer direct deposit, referral bonuses, a 401k, scholarship opportunities. So all these things are eligible for all of our associates, are available for our associates.
That's great. We have, it looks like, another question. In the past, I worked with Express in another state. What are your interview processes, testing, etc.?
That is awesome. So we're so happy you worked with an Express in another state. We can call that office and transfer most of your information. Because we're locally owned, we'd still have you come in and do like the tax documents, because we need that information also in each local office. And then we would also do a little bit of interviewing too, to get to know you so that we locally can help you. That's amazing. We love the fact that people work with different Expresses nationally, and it's a great option too if you're moving, that you can transition pretty easily and pretty seamlessly between different Express offices all over the country.
Excellent. No other questions coming in at this time. It was an excellent presentation and explanation of what all you do and the resources and value you provide to job seekers and getting people hired and employed. And again, we want to thank Express Employment Professionals for sponsoring this networking room. We truly couldn't do the broadcast without you, so thank you for that.
Thank you so much for having us. It was our pleasure.
Thank you, Erin.
Thank you. You both have a great day. And for our job seekers, we will be back at 2 o'clock with our next presentation from AT&T.
Thank you. We hope to meet some of you soon. Thank you so much again.
Bye, ladies.
Bye.
Thank you again, job seekers, for joining us. Our next session again will be starting at 2 p.m. with AT&T. We'll be right back with you. Hello, thank you for joining us at the Idaho Job and Career Fair. We'd like to thank our networking room sponsor, Express Employment Professionals. This broadcast would not be possible without their support. Please know this session and all sessions are being recorded for viewing at a later time. Participant company information can be found at www.idahocareerfair.com's homepage under participating companies. We welcome your questions. Job seekers can type in their questions on the Zoom Q&A function. Those questions will be addressed during the session, at least by the end of this session, as time permits. With that, I would like to go ahead and introduce our next presenter. We have AT&T, and I will go ahead and turn that over to AT&T. Thanks for joining us. Looks like we have Anna on.
Hi, Erin. Yes, good
Oh.
afternoon.
Anna, you got muted if you just hit your unmute button. There, we can hear you. Thank you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, thank you and welcome.
Okay, perfect. Great. Sorry about that. Thank you so much, Erin. Yes, we are excited to be here. Along with me today is actually Mauricio Menendez. He is one of our staffing managers who helps with our Boise, Idaho call center. And then we also have Jared Hull, and he is actually one of our managers there on site in Boise. So we're excited to be here and to talk to you guys a little bit about the careers that we offer for our Boise call center. Give me 1 second. Let me present or put this in full screen mode, and then we can go ahead and get started. Okay, there we go. Can you guys see my screen in full view?
I think so. Yeah. We see your slides on the left-hand side. All of the slides lined up, but it looks good.
I think it might. It should switch over here. It might be a little lag because it should be in full screen mode. But Let's see if we can get it. Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm very familiar with Zoom, but for some reason it is giving me a little bit of trouble. Okay, there we go. That should be showing in full version. No?
I'm not seeing it yet, no.
Okay, because I want to make sure that as I move through the slides that it will actually move over with you as well.
Absolutely. So when you did share screen,
Let me.
that function worked.
Yeah,
okay?
I'm going to switch over because I switched from, I had it on sharing just that presentation. So I'm just going to share my full screen and see if that works better.
That's great.
Okay, there we go.
Yes, perfect. Thank you.
Okay, sorry about that. There we go. Now that we've got it working. So again, everyone, my name is Anna Marin, and I'd like to thank you for joining this AT&T session with us. So on the call with me is Mauricio Menendez, like I mentioned, as well as Jared Hull. If they can unmute themselves and kind of give you guys a quick hi, and then you'll hear from them a little later on in the presentation as well. Mauricio, Jared, are you guys there? I know you guys are there. Maybe you're on mute.
Can you guys hear me?
Hi, Mauricio.
Oh, hi there. I gave my whole speech and I was on mute, so I apologize. Hello, everyone. My name is Mauricio Menendez. I am a staffing manager with AT&T. Excited to talk to you today and certainly have you here to learn more about what we have to offer. So thank you guys for joining.
Jared, I know you're there. Okay, so Jared might be on mute. While we figure that out, I'll talk to you guys real quick, just so that you know, with the whole COVID situation, of course, we're more than aware of it. We've actually been working through it, as you can read here on your screen. We are part of the core network that actually keeps people
guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Thank you, Anna.
Okay, sorry about that. It disconnected on my phone, so I just switched over to my computer. But I was saying, so you guys can find out more information about what our company is doing for COVID on our website directly on att.jobs. It has related to our job space. So let's get started with our meeting for today. So again, Erin did mention this. All of you participants are going to be on mute, but please feel free to use the Q&A option. Leave us your questions there, and then we will do a Q&A session at the end of the call, and we'll be sure to answer all of your questions there. If you're currently just on the phone and not on your computer, not seeing on the screen, it is going to be a better presentation if you do have your screen on. And again, we'll do a Q&A session at the end of this presentation. So what's on the agenda is we are going to be talking about careers, why AT&T is a great place to work. So after that, we'll be hearing about our amazing call center there in Boise, and then we'll talk a little bit about the application process. Mauricio will give us some details there. And then lastly, we'll just review the next step, and we'll get to all of the Q&A at the end of that. So let's get started. Who are we? So AT&T, we deliver the future first. We're here. Our mission is inspiring human progress through the power of communication and entertainment. We want to lead the world in communication and technology by harnessing the power of our network, people,
and communities to enrich lives through meaningful connection. So basically, we are no longer the telephone company. We are definitely a multimedia communications company, and we are looking for talented people like you guys to come and join our ranks. Some of our values, and we really do hold very highly to these, are we live true, we do the right thing, and we don't compromise on it. We think big, we innovate and get there first. You will see a lot of ideas coming out of AT&T, new services, new products, and that's because that is one of our values. We also pursue excellence in everything and every time. So you, in this role of customer service, is vital to this core value, right? Because our customers do expect excellent service from us. We inspire imagination, so we give people what they don't expect. Again, we're always looking to do better, inspire us as employees, inspire our customers, and just inspire people in general. Be there when customers and colleagues need you most. Again, we are a family, especially in the call center environment. You'll see that you're there and others are there for you as well. We stand for equality. Speak with your actions. That's something that's very important to us. We value diversity. We are always pushing for equality within AT&T, again, within our ranks and also with our vendors and our customers. We embrace freedom, and that's freedom of press, speech, and beliefs as well. And we make a difference. So, it's important that we impact the world, and that's as a company, but also individually as employees. So let's talk a little bit about what working at AT&T looks like. So a big part of what really drives people to AT&T, of course, are, we have great pay. But along with the great pay, we also have very good benefits. Our benefits, we have standard health insurance, such as medical, dental, and vision. We have life insurance. We also have a tuition reimbursement plan. We have flexible spending accounts, 401k, leave of absence, adoption services. I mean, there really is a multitude of excellent full benefits that the company offers for their employees, and that does include part-time employees as well. So these are some of our basic fringe benefits, and you can always see more of this on our website. But the company is committed to developing its workforce, and that also includes training and development platforms, and that's both for personal and professional growth as well. So, we really do look at a whole compensation package, and we know that you acquiring skills also is part of it as well. So as you learn and succeed, you'll be able to also look at new opportunities within AT&T and also financial rewards as well. So let's talk about the AT&T call center careers a little bit, which is what we're actually hiring for there in Boise, Idaho. And it is continued hiring that we have throughout the year. Right now we're looking at filling our class for July, but we also do have more classes coming up through the rest of the year. So, from lifelong learning and excellent benefits to driving diversity, corporate citizenship, and supporting our communities, AT&T is a great company to launch your careers. So we hope that you give our call center a chance. So this is what a little bit more of information regarding the specific job that we're looking for to fill today. So again, it's a customer care associate job that we're hiring for. In this role, you're going to be connecting with our customer base. So you're going to be the voice of AT&T. It's of vital importance that you know that you're not making an impression for yourself on our customers. You're making an impression for the company itself. So, and like I mentioned earlier, we're no longer just a phone company. We're all about technology, and we're forward thinking. We're even an entertainment company. So as a result, our call center sector is hiring for these careers, again, They're not jobs, they are careers. We're looking for amazing people like you guys to fill these positions. We're looking to fill them right away. Like I said, we have a class coming up in July, but they are career focused. So don't think that this is just going to be another job. This is going to be a career for you and a career with a really good company. So let's talk a little bit about what we're looking for these careers and see if you are a fit for them. So our general requirements, they include, being able to multitask in a fast-paced environment. We do offer a customer-driven solution. So, we look for you having solid communication skills. Again, you're speaking on behalf of the company, so we need to make sure that you're able to communicate clearly with our customers. Effective persuasion techniques. So in these roles, you are going to be doing loyalty. So meaning your, calls are coming in of people that maybe want to disconnect their services. So you have to have those persuasion techniques and skills to be able to keep those customers as AT&T customers. A positive attitude, again, think about yourself whenever you call in for customer service and what kind of treatment you would like to have. And that's always going to be somebody that's positive. And that doesn't mean that you're always going to be able to do everything that the customer is asking you for, but the positive attitude and makes a huge difference in the perspective of the customers. And adaptable mindset, again, sometimes business needs tend to change a little bit. And so being able to adapt to that is going to be vital. Sales-driven mentality, again, like I touched on earlier, you're going to be receiving those calls. Sometimes they want to disconnect. And sometimes what you actually need is to be able to talk to them about a different product that's going to meet their needs better. And so having that sales-driven mentality is very important. The ability to multitask in a fast-paced environment, because you are going to be talking to the customers and working on different platforms and screens, you'll need to be able to make sure that you're able to keep up. And the desire to offer customer-driven solutions and provide excellent service goes back to, again, the same thing. And this is something that we stress over and over again. You have to be able to communicate with those customers and be able to offer them something that's going to be good for them as a customer, give them excellent services. And the ability to work a fluctuating schedule. So if you're familiar with call centers, you know that they call center hours, can change. They tend to change with you have schedule or shifts that are available. So just having that availability or flexibility is going to be very important for these roles. So if you have all of those abilities or aptitudes that we talked about previously, then you are a great fit for us, and we definitely want to have you do the application. So we'll get to that here in a second, but before we get to that, I'm gonna have Jared join us real quick. He can say hi, and I want him to talk specifically about the call center in Boise, because we get great feedback from our employees there about just the environment and the facilities there in Boise.
Hello, everybody. This is Jared. Welcome. I think you can hear me now. Sorry you couldn't hear me earlier. As I was talking, I had to get out and get back in. Look forward to hearing from everybody. Thank you, Anna. That was phenomenal. As you could tell from what Anna was saying, it is a lot. It's a challenging position, but as you can see, these pictures with this slide, this is just some of the tremendous stuff that the Boise site offers, by coming to work with a willingness to apply the coaching and to support customers the AT&T way. You'll get to experience all of these things. We leverage our massage chairs, we have a video game room that's not pictured here, and a great cafeteria. We actually serve Starbucks. So it's just, we got these tremendous amenities that we use, and we use these as a way, like Anna was talking about, to promote that family atmosphere. Like we have a movie theater, for example, that will have Santa Claus here during the holidays. You bring in friends and family members. We'll have contests and just events where we get together as a team and as a family and celebrate our successes, and also to support each other. Even with this whole thing going on right now, we are coming up with very innovative ways to make sure that we're able to do that while keeping everybody safe. So it's a tremendous, tremendous opportunity, and I look forward to meeting some of you. So thank you, Anna.
Thank you so much for sharing, Jared. And again, Jared is actually in Boise on site. So if you go through the application process and you're a selected candidate, Jared is one of the friendly faces that you're going to be meeting there. So let's talk a little bit about how you can join AT&T, and we'll talk about the application process. So now I will send it back to Mauricio again so he can talk to us about how you guys can apply and get on board with us.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, and thank you for sharing the information and showing us a few pictures of what the center looks like. I get a lot of feedback, by the way, saying that, you know, the center is just an amazing facility, and so motivates me to maybe want to move my office to that building. It's such a great building. But thank you so far for the information you've covered. I'm going to go ahead and go over the information regarding the application process and what it is that we're looking for you to do within the next few days should you want to apply for this opportunity. And, it, you know, spikes in interest. We certainly hope that that's the case. You can start the application process creating a profile on the att.jobs website, or if you've been sent the link, I'm not sure, Anna, if that's something that the facility will be providing, but once you go to att.jobs and create your profile, you'll be able to start the application process of your profile. Please ensure that you're entering your accurate phone number, email addresses, and everything, and make sure that you're also checking your email consistently in the event that the system requires you to submit additional information or sign any documents. Once you submit the application and apply to the position that you would like, we will receive the information, and so someone within our HR department and HR professional will review the information and go over the information, and hopefully if the individual meets the qualifications, you will receive a phone call to conduct a brief phone screen, get to know your experience a little bit better, and potentially schedule you for a interview with Jared and his staff. And during this period of time, you'll get to learn more about the position. We'll get to learn more about yourself and go over your credentials and ensure that this is certainly the best fit for you. Should you meet the qualifications, the next step in the process will be an assessment, which is a personality test that really helps us determine if we can certainly proceed with that individual based on those results. After that process, then comes the fun part. We'll talk about salary, we'll talk about the background process and everything. So we encourage you to apply. We encourage you to submit your applications. Ensure to continue to check your emails. And certainly expect that this process would take, anywhere between seven days or so for someone to give you a call and review your information. And then this process itself, through the application and combination of the background process, can certainly take a few weeks. So just know that process is where it will take a little bit longer, but that's normal, and that's really standard. But we look forward to seeing your information come through. Inform your friends and family who are looking to start a career with a company and grow within a company. A lot of the people that I work with have been with AT&T for many, many years. I myself have been here for 13 years. And so just know that you're joining a company with longevity and certainly a company that gives you the opportunity for growth and development. So we look forward to seeing your applications come through.
Thank you so much, Mauricio. And yes, you definitely touched on a very good point that most of the people that start with AT&T stay with AT&T. I've also been with the company for over 8 years now. So it's a company that you definitely want to stick with once you're part of the family. And I'm going to go back actually a few slides. I think I jumped over something very, very important that you guys are probably very interested in, and that is our pay for this job. So sorry that I skipped over this. I know we were on the slide, but I didn't actually cover it. So to start with AT&T as a customer care associate, we're looking at $15.27 to $17.60 an hour to start. And again, that depends on your skills and your experience. And then you also do get an incentive that can be up to over $2,000 a month. So it is more than competitive pay. You'll definitely be making a very well paid salary or per hour pay here on our Boise call center team. So again, like Mauricio said, and I do have for the application process, you can go to this specific site. It's if you guys want to write it down or maybe take a screenshot, it's right here. It's work.att.jobs/Boise customer service. Again, that's work.att.jobs/Boise customer service. That takes you directly to the application for this specific job. If you can't write it down or you forget about it or lose it, you can always go to att.jobs and just do a search there for Boise, and it will also come up. This just takes you directly there. So on that note, let me just tell you, you can also find us on social media. We are pretty much everywhere. You can find us on Facebook, you can find us on Twitter, on LinkedIn, and you can actually find us on Instagram. If you guys look up the hashtag #LifeAtATT, you can look it up basically on Twitter or Instagram. You'll actually find posts from the employees themselves that will give you a little bit more of the story of what it's like to be employed by AT&T. So if you want a little bit more of the behind the scenes and actually hear from employees directly, you can always look at that hashtag as well. So what's next? Like I said, we are looking to fill the class for July. So we need you to complete the application by June 26th. You can find that application again at work.att.jobs/Boise customer service. Once you've completed that, then we will process your application. And then if you're selected for an interview and you pass your interview, you'll go towards you'll work your way towards the assessment. Our applications are reviewed by our talent acquisition team. And again, they'll be in contact with you either via email or phone. So just make sure that you're staying, on top of your email, check your spam. Sometimes they go there. And again, even if once after you're contacted the first time, keep an eye out for those, because we do keep communicating with you, even for assessment and stuff like that. We'll send those out, and sometimes they go to the spam folder. So we want to make sure that you get all of our communications, so just be on the lookout for those. But that's all that we have for today. If anybody has a question, please go ahead, and I believe you can raise your hand and we can unmute you. And there's also the Q&A section that you can leave your question as well.
Yes, we do have the Q&A function available on Zoom for any questions. And at this time, I don't see any, but we're happy to give it a few minutes.
Yeah, I see that we had one question that was asking if that all our jobs will be regarding call center and customer service related, and they are for this call. But again, you can also go to att.jobs and see all of our jobs that are listed there. You can do a search by city.
Well, yeah, that was awesome. What a thorough, comprehensive explanation that you provided to any potential employee or job seeker that is looking right now. It was really, really good information for those that are participating. And this session is recorded so people can review it at a later time. If you want to hang out, we can wait a few more minutes to see if there are any questions from our job seekers. And if Mauricio, no, I'm saying that
Mauricio.
Mauricio, sorry, Mauricio, and Jared have anything they want to add? Welcome their input as well.
No, again, thank you for having us, and certainly encourage those on the line to take some time, review the website and read a little bit more. There's some videos on there that you can review as well that can give you a better understanding of the job itself and what the culture is like, and just some tips for interviewing as well. So there's a lot of great information out there. And I believe someone asked a question about if there are other opportunities. Yes, there are other opportunities, certainly across the United States, that you can apply to. So again, feel free to go to our website, learn more about it. And we're excited to talk to some individuals. So thank you so much.
Well, thanks to the three of you. I really appreciate your time. Great presentation, and have a great day.
Thanks.
I think there's another question, Erin. I see asking if once employed, are there opportunities to relocate to other cities for career advancement? Yes, that is always an opportunity. There are, of course, stipulations of how long you have to be in a certain job or in a certain position, and depending on the business needs. But yes, there are opportunities, and you see that widely across our company, that people do definitely move to other cities. I mean, we're a worldwide company, so the opportunities are endless.
Well, and
again, the website is att.jobs if you just want to go and kind of browse everything that we have available there.
Yeah. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. This is Jared. I don't know why it shows me as Anna. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, that's part of our, that's an excellent question and great responses. That's part of our leadership here too. Part of our job description is when you get here is career development, and AT&T, as Anna mentioned earlier, we've got plenty of avenues for that career development. There's job shadowing opportunities that will come up when we can, and that's what we do. We help you perform. We help you get the most out of AT&T, and if career development and opportunities are what you're looking for, then we work really hard on helping you get those.
Oh, now you're on mute, Erin. I see you.
Erin, you're on mute.
Thank you. I just want to say thanks again to AT&T for your participation, great information, and for the job seekers that participated in the live session today. Again, this will be recorded for others to view at any time, and thanks to AT&T.
All right, thank you, Erin.
Thank you, have a great day.
You too.
Hi, Jennifer, we'll be right with you. We're going to get started in just a moment. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome to the Idaho Job and Career Fair. Thanks for joining us today. We want to thank Express Employment Professionals for sponsoring this networking room. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without their sponsorship, so a big thanks to them. Please know this session and all sessions at today's Idaho Job and Career Fair are being recorded for viewing at a later time. If you're looking to research some of the participating companies, you can visit www.idahocareerfair.com's homepage under participating companies. We welcome your questions. Please use by typing in your question into the Zoom Q&A function, and questions will be addressed by the end of the session as time allows. And at that time, I want to go ahead and welcome Jennifer here. Jennifer is with the Kraft Heinz company. Jennifer, thanks for joining us.
Great. Hi, everyone. Thank you for having us. Well, we're really excited to be participating in this virtual job fair. And just wanted to say that, can everyone hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, great. I've been a recruiter for Kraft Heinz for about 1.5 years, and one of the things that I really like about working here is that all the managers and trainers have a really great positive attitude. They're all very helpful, and it's just a great place to work. And Ore-Ida is a brand that is under the Kraft Heinz label. And so I wanted to share a slideshow with everyone to talk about the jobs that are open here, the opportunities at Kraft Heinz, you know, the things that we have available for everyone. So I want to share my screen here and just go through this presentation with you. Okay. So great. So as you can see, Kraft Heinz has lots of global brands. Kraft Heinz has brands that are around the world, and one of those happens to be the Ore-Ida brand, and it's located here in Ontario. And Ontario, if some of you don't know, is located just right across the Oregon-Idaho border. And it's a really easy commute from the Treasure Valley, just off of I-84. Kraft Heinz has 784 employees roughly, and has about 8 product lines. The tater tot was invented here in 1953, and over 1 billion pounds of product is processed every year here at this facility. So it's like French fries, tater tots, hash browns, lots of Ore-Ida products coming out of this location. If some of you don't know anything about Ontario, you can go to the Chamber of Commerce website and get more information about the area. There's lots of agriculture here, and we're actually in the Mountain Time Zone, so all of the rest of Oregon is in Pacific Time Zone. So we're so close to the Idaho border that we're in Mountain Time. So when you're looking for opportunities at Kraft Heinz, you go to the Kraft Heinz Company website. It's kraftheinzcompany.com. There's salaried opportunities, internship programs, and then hourly factory opportunities. I'm going to talk about the hourly factory opportunities first here. When you go to the website, you click on the hourly factory opportunities, apply now. But first, when you get to the web page, you select careers. It'll be on the top right of the page. Click apply now, select your region, United States of America. There's so many steps because this is a global company. Kraft Heinz has opportunity around the world. So you do have to type in a region. And then going to hourly opportunities, you narrow your search by changing the location to Oregon, and then it'll show the openings for Oregon there under that. The first position I want to talk about is electricians. Kraft Heinz is looking for electricians with journeyman electrical license or a equal license that can be transferable to Oregon journeyman license. And then there's a retention bonus for the electricians. For the first year, it's $7,500, and the second year is $7,500. So the electricians need to work 1,100 hours for that bonus the first year. And then the next opportunities I want to talk about are in processing and packaging production workers. So the facility is broken down into 2 main areas, packaging and processing. The packaging line operators are in the packaging side, and the one thing that I really like about this position is you start at a pay grade 4, and this is a union facility, so all of the positions are lined out in pay grades, but workers can test into each pay grade after that all the way up to a pay grade 8. And so there's opportunity to advance and grow in positions. So union facilities, so workers bid into different positions and different shifts. There's also processing and packaging cleanup positions. So these are cleanup positions that are available There's sanitation, quality worker type positions that are open. So in janitorial, sanitation, throughout the entire facility. The QA technician position is open right now as well. So these are the main positions that are open at this time. This is a really large facility, so there's always different openings coming up. And so, you know, there's always opportunity for movement. There are 4 shifts available. This is a 24/7 facility. So there are 4 8-hour shifts. So there's 8-hour shifts available, graveyard, swing shift, days, and revolving. So those are the type of shifts that are available. And the wages range from $16.46 an hour to $40 an hour for these positions. The pay grades for like the line operators started at pay grade 4 at the $16.46 an hour. So just to kind of give you a perspective, when going to the $40 an hour positions, those are like the trade positions, like the electricians, maintenance type roles, getting up in the higher pay scale. But wages start at that $16.46 an hour. So a really great starting wage for those positions. And I've already got to the questions here. So I didn't say in the beginning, but if anyone has any questions, please let us know. I'd be happy to answer any questions and get back to anyone that has questions. And again, I just want to go through on how to apply for these positions. When you get into the site on how to apply, you're going to be using your email address, and then you create a password, and then you'll have a profile that you'll be using for these positions that you're applying for, and you'll have an opportunity to look at the positions and really look at the detail of the job descriptions. You'll be able to see what the job entails in detail when you go into each job description. And then once you get into the application section, you'll be able to enter in your job history and answer all the questions that are through the application. Some individuals do apply through Indeed, so these positions are also listed out on Indeed, so you can also apply that way too. So that is all I have. If anyone has any questions, please let me know.
There is one question that just popped in. Can you talk a little more about what it means to be part of a union?
Okay, great. Yeah. So the union they are not, the union representatives do not work for Kraft Heinz. They represent the workers. So the positions that I just talked about are union positions, so it is required to join the union. It's the local union 670, and the union just really just represents workers' rights. So you know, the Kraft Heinz has a contract with the union, and the union just represents the workers. So it's a really great thing. When workers come in, or when new, when we do orientation, the union representatives will come in and talk to our new hire group and talk about more in depth about, you know, what they do specifically. So we can definitely, you know, let you know what all the ins and outs are.
Thank you. One person's asking, are there any salaried positions available in the Boise area? They were all in Ontario.
They are, yeah. All the salaried positions are in Ontario. So the Kraft Heinz company, just for the Ore-Ida facility here, is just in Ontario. So they're all here in Ontario, but there may be salaried opportunities for other facilities in other areas, but not for Ore-Ida.
Excellent. Yeah, this person is a territory sales coordinator and was kind of exploring those opportunities within the organization.
Oh, great. Okay.
Thank you for that. I don't see any other questions at this moment, but could you just touch a little bit, share with us the culture of working for the Kraft Heinz company and maybe some benefits that stand out and things that you love about working for the Kraft Heinz company?
Yeah, of course, absolutely. You know, I do, one of the things I really like about working for Kraft Heinz is just the training that's available. Each position has, you know, there's a week of orientation. So when new hires come in, they get that week of orientation where they learn about Kraft Heinz, learn about the facility, and then by the end of the week, they're going out to their position that they had applied for, and they're getting the training with the trainers. We have a training coordinator office that has trainers for every shift, and so workers do get additional training, and I really like that about this facility. I like that everyone's super positive here. All the managers and trainers are just really positive and really helpful. Everyone has a really great attitude here. Really nice thing. And so the benefits too, I didn't really talk about. There are health, dental, medical, and vision benefits available as well. So.
Excellent. Jennifer, there's a question that came in. For factory opportunities, what does the onboarding program look like and how much experience is needed?
Great question. So there's not a lot of these positions that I've talked about, other than the electrician position, are entry-level positions. We've definitely worked with individuals that don't have any experience in working in a factory type setting, like in processing or packaging. So I think, you know, everyone's, you know, really trainable as far as these positions go. There is a lot of training for the positions. And then for the onboarding process, you know, we do a background check. Everyone goes for drug screening, you know, physical assessment. And you know, we go through all those pre-hire screening items. So, but as far as the experience, you know, everyone can apply. You know, I've worked with, you know, lots of individuals that have come from very different backgrounds, and they just want something new. They want to try, you know, a new career. You know, maybe from fast food or from the medical industry. I mean, I've worked with lots of different individuals, you know, with very diverse backgrounds. So.
Excellent. Could you, I know you had a number of different shifts available with the positions that you have. Can you maybe describe a little bit what those hours look like for each of those shifts?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So there's a day shift, swing shift, and a graveyard shift. The day shift works from 8 to 4 p.m. Swing shift goes from 4 p.m. to 12 a.m. And then the graveyard shift goes from 12 a.m. to 8 a.m. And then we have what's called a revolving shift. That is a combination of all three shifts. The revolving shift just covers the days off for the other shifts.
Excellent. Well, if there are any job seekers that would like to submit their particular questions, we'll give it a few more minutes for that. And we're just over into Ontario, one of the first exits, I believe.
Yeah, really easy to get to. I can stop sharing here so I can see you. So yeah, Ontario is really just a very easy commute from the Treasure Valley. heading west, so the traffic is great. You can usually get here, from maybe Nampa, Caldwell, maybe within, 35 to 40 minutes. Boise, it's a little bit longer, about 55 minutes over to Boise, but traffic's great. And we're just right off the interstate, and you can see our steam stacks from the interstate. So really easy to spot out.
Excellent. How about when someone applies for a position, when could they anticipate hearing back or the next steps and whether they're a good fit or not? How long does that process take?
It just depends. It's usually just about, from a few days to about a week. We get a high volume of applications, so we do try to get through them very quickly. Our pre-screening process takes about a week and a half to up to 2 weeks to get our, everything back and to let the candidate know that they've been hired. So that process is a little bit longer, but we definitely try and reach out to everyone and get, qualified applicants scheduled in for interviews and, see if this is a good opportunity for them.
Excellent. I'm sorry if I missed it. When do the benefits, do those apply for all full-time positions, and when do those start up once a new hire comes on board?
So the probationary period for benefits is 90 days. So after 90 days, the benefits would be in effect for all of the hourly union positions.
Excellent. Is there anything else you want to add? It looks like we have no further questions at this time.
Great. I don't have anything else to add, but it was a pleasure being a part of this virtual career fair. And if anyone has any questions, please go to our website and submit your application. And also, I have a phone number here I can
excellent.
give.
Yeah, not a few times.
Yeah.
Phone number, that would be great.
Okay, yeah. So the direct line to reach recruiters at Kraft Heinz is 541-889-0210. So if you have any questions about the application process and how to apply or about the openings, we're happy to talk with you and help you and get you through the process.
Excellent. And can you repeat the web address too, of where people go to search for jobs and apply?
Yeah, so our website is kraftheinzcompany.com. And so you just go to the Kraft Heinz Company, go to the career section. It's on the top right-hand side of the page, and you can narrow the search by clicking on the Ontario openings. Kraft Heinz is a worldwide company, so on the left-hand side when you get to the page, you'll see openings from around the world. So it's a little bit overwhelming when you get to the site at first, but if you just remember to narrow to Ontario, then you can find our openings.
Great advice. We do have a couple questions that came in. What about protection from COVID-19? What sort of precautions do you do there at your facility?
Yeah, good question. So right now, we are all social distancing. We're wearing masks, and I have my mask. I'm not wearing it right now. But yeah, we're all social distancing. When our visitors come on site, we have a station at the front next to our guardhouse where they're asking the COVID-19 questions, taking temperatures, and Kraft Heinz, their number one priority is keeping everyone safe. We're an essential business right now. We're still, we've still been in operation. So we're just, we've ramped up cleaning and taken extra precautions. So, we definitely do want everyone to be safe. So, and right now I've been doing lots of phone interviews and, doing phone reviews, and if someone doesn't feel comfortable coming, that's just fine. So we've just been handling our interviews that way and going, just continuing on and being safe.
Excellent. Jennifer, could you repeat that phone number again? Someone's asking. I'll go ahead and type it in the answers so that it's available for anyone who later.
Okay, sounds great. Yeah, so I will. Well, I'm trying to type it. I apologize, but it's 541.
541. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
889-0210.
That's 541-889-0210.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, I think everyone's submitted any questions that they have at this time, but thank you so much for participating at the Idaho Job and Career Fair. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
And about that commute, you're going against traffic, so it's easy coming into Boise, I'm sure.
Yeah, a little bit easier, but so yeah, thank you so much for having us, and we hope to have an opportunity to meet everyone that has participated, and thank you for the opportunity here.
Thank you, Jennifer. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye. We will be coming right back with our 3 o'clock. Our 3 o'clock is Great American Snacks with Steve. So we'll be right back with that in just a moment. We want to thank you all for coming, and also thank our networking room sponsor, Express Employment Professionals. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without their support. We'll be right back at 3 o'clock with our Great American Steaks presenter. Hello, welcome to the Idaho Job and Career Fair. Thanks for joining us today. We would like to thank our network room sponsor, Express Employment Professionals. Without their support, this broadcast would not be possible. Please know that this session and all sessions are being recorded for viewing at a later time. If you would like to check out participating companies' information, please visit www.idahocareerfair.com under participating companies. We welcome your questions. Questions can be submitted through the Q&A function in Zoom by typing in your question. We'll address those questions by the end of each session as time permits. One moment, please, and we will welcome Steve on board. Steve, if you could unmute yourself and we can begin the presentation. Steve is with Great American Snacks.
Hey, good afternoon. This is Steve Marek and Yesenia Montes with Great American Snacks in Nampa, Idaho.
Welcome.
Thanks for having us on the meeting today.
Well, we can go ahead and let you get started whenever you're ready. If you want to share your video or share your screen, you're welcome to do that as well. Oh, I think you were dialing in. Was that correct?
We did dial in, and we're not that familiar with we couldn't get the one app to work, so we used the
dial-in process that works.
Yeah, so we want to, while I can start talking it, we'll just see if we can figure out how to share our screens here in just a second. Great American Snacks has been in business since 1959. We have over 60 years of experience in food production. We're a leader in custom appetizers and snack foods. So we kind of own that left side of the menu when you go out to eat. It's all of the fun, enjoyable stuff that you have before you enjoy your main course meal when you're out for dinner. Hopefully, once this COVID gets over, we'll all be out for dinner a lot more often. But we're located in Nampa, Idaho, just off the I-84 and Franklin exit. We joined McCain Foods USA in 2016. So we're part of a much larger corporation now, and it's given us the ability to leverage a much greater broad of items and a much broader channel to distribute our products. At this location, we have 280 employees, which reflect a very diverse and talented workforce. Our business is growing, and therefore we're hiring another 30+ employees on all shifts and all departments. Our key accounts are Dairy Queen, Applebee's, Carl Jr.'s, Whole Foods, Buffalo Wild Wings. In retail, we're in with Kroger, Super Value, Topco, Sam's Club, and Walmart. Some of our key products are onion rings, mozzarella sticks, cheese curds, potato skins, stuffed jalapenos, corn nuggets, and green beans. And these are all battered and breaded type items that you would find on your typical appetizer left side of the menu. This facility, we have 4 production lines, and we're capable of producing about 55 million pounds annually. We have several food safety and quality certifications, which include British Retail Consortium, American Institute of Baking. We're organic and non-GMO certified, and USDA and GFSI certified. For our current openings, we currently have a production supervisor on our second shift. The production supervisor is responsible for directing and supervising activities of our production and operators, quality personnel, and some sanitation personnel. 50 plus direct reports in production and quality sanitation. They schedule the work assignments, follow the production schedule, ensure quality of the product throughout the process, collaborate with maintenance to schedule preventative maintenance activities. They complete the necessary production and quality reports and verify the accuracy of records. They're responsible for training and coaching new hires and reviewing performance of existing employees. Also to build a positive work environment and continue to grow and coach their direct reports. We're looking for previous leadership experience in a manufacturing environment, preferably food environment, along with technical training and or continuing education beyond high school or GED is preferred. We also have several positions in our sanitation department, responsible for cleaning and sanitizing food production equipment as per our cleaning procedures and regulatory requirements. Ability to disassemble, clean, and reassemble equipment as needed, safely handle, mix, and apply cleaning chemicals to ensure effective cleaning. Some of the equipment includes vegetable preparation equipment, such as blanching, inspecting, coating, frying, freezing, and packaging equipment, as well as the general manufacturing facility and production areas. Majority of the sanitation technicians work on night shift. Our production lines operate generally Monday through Friday, sometimes Monday through Saturday, depending on the workload and the current orders. We generally run the facility 2 shifts, first and second shift, and we have a full crew for cleanup. We do have some open sanitation positions on our day shift and second shifts that perform interval sanitation throughout the process. We also have positions for hand carton packers that are responsible for hand packing raw breaded onion rings into 2.5 and 5 pound cartons between layers of parchment paper. These individuals help monitor the finished weight of the cartons and the quality of the product while hand packing and communicate any issues to the line leaders. This position includes a base hourly rate and an additional incentive based on the number of finished cartons packed each shift. Some of our really experienced carton packers earn a very good rate. We have a packaging machine operator, typically responsible for operating multi-head scales and form, fill, and seal baggers to package frozen appetizers into the primary package, which would be either a 5 ounce all the way up to a 2.5 pound bag at speeds of 25 to 90 cycles per minute. So the operators must have some mechanical aptitude to assemble and disassemble the equipment prior to startup and at the end of the production shift. Perform necessary changeovers following a predetermined order, settings, and quality checks prior to operation. Must be able to perform minor maintenance, scale calibrations, operator asset care, and troubleshoot operations as needed. Operators are required to have technical skills and able to perform minor math calculations, complete necessary quality checks, and document necessary records. Good communication skills and ability to work in a team environment is necessary. That's just a recap of the positions that we have open across our crews and shifts. Our benefits include a company matching 401k, which is eligible upon hire. health coverage, dental coverage, vision insurance, life insurance, flexible spending account, paid time off, competitive wages, and tuition reimbursement. Most of these start upon hire or within the first 30 days. The dental, vision, life, and flexible spending account start after 30 days of employment, and the medical benefits start after 60 days of employment. We have several opportunities for growth, education, and advancement of careers within these positions. And just want to, now it's a great time to break into the food industry with Great American Snacks, be part of a dynamic team, customer-centric and privately owned food manufacturer. We're located in a great area, Nampa, Idaho. We're seeking people who are interested in an opportunity to produce great food products, assist in customer support, and help out in the production of warehouse areas. Please check out our website. The best way to apply is to see our website, which is www.appetizer.com/careers. I'll open it up at this time for some questions, and be happy to answer any questions in more detail about any of these openings that we have currently.
Excellent. Thank you, Steve. We'll just wait to see if any questions come in. So once someone applies, they can go to your website. Is it appetizers.com/careers/? Is that the correct spot?
Correct.
Okay, excellent. So since we didn't have you on video, I went ahead and pulled it up as a screen share so people could see that. When someone applies for a job, when can they anticipate hearing back if they were selected for an interview?
Usually relatively quickly, usually within less than a week.
Well, that is a quick turnaround. And is there any pre-hiring processes that people should be aware of, background checks?
There is, yes. So we do a complete background check on all individuals. Usually what will initially happen is when you fill out the application online, there is a series of questions typically that are attached to most applications. Once the applications are downloaded from our website, they're reviewed internally, and then those candidates are contacted. There's just a quick phone interview, and then if there's an interview required, generally the interview process will be initiated. If the interview isn't required beyond the initial phone screening, then the background check process will be initiated. Once the background check process is completed, then the individual will be scheduled to come in, meet with the local team. There is a drug screening process that we have in place as well. That visit will be scheduled. And then once the employee is onboarded, there's a full day of orientation. All new hires go through a full day of orientation with us here to, learn more about the company, learn several procedures and processes are trained within the first week, whether it be food safety and food safety related, and then they're orientated with their crew and department and get to know their team members.
We did have a couple questions come in, Steve. You just kind of touched about the onboarding process, so thank you about that. And what is your turnover rate?
Our turnover rate is about 2.4%.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad. We did have some challenges with turnover rates a couple of years ago, and we made several improvements in the facility. We've got really good, our management style and leadership styles within the organization is really good. We're very communicative. We're very open door policy. We spend a lot of time on the shop floor engaging with our hourly teams. Our engagement scores are very, very high. We're, of the 60 locations within McCain Foods, we're in the top 10.
Are there any little extra added perks, such as you were just speaking about, that might be something you wanted to share with our potential job seekers?
Well, I think we've got a really good atmosphere within our company, very, very team orientated. we look for opportunities to grow individuals within our organization and continue to build upon individual skills and get them into greater positions, greater responsibility. I don't know so much about perks, but we do offer competitive wages. That's one thing that we're doing every year is reviewing the wage surveys in the area and trying to stay as competitive as we possibly can. We are a very stable company. We have very little up and down. We're just a little bit seasonal in the fact that some of our customers, for example, Dairy Queen, their restaurant chains are open. They have several more chains open in the summer than they do in the winter. So typically we'll work a few more hours for 6 months of the year, and then we'll offer some opportunities for individuals to have time off at Thanksgiving, time off at Christmas and New Year's. So we're really good about that. We get people earning vacation right away when they start. So within their first 6 months, after 6 months, they can start using some of that vacation that they've earned.
Great. Are there certifications, excuse me, required for the production clerk position?
There is not. No, we train internally. So there is no certifications required. Really, we're just looking for individuals that have good PC. For that type of position, we're looking for individuals with good PC skills, good math skills, and then we'll train everything else internally. We're not looking for any specific certifications for that position.
And could you just share the shifts? Are there different shifts, or the time, or what a weekly schedule might look like for some of these positions?
Yeah, sure can. So typically our production shifts start as early as 5:30 a.m. So our first shift is, we have some lines that start as early as 5 a.m. They finish at 1:30 p.m. We have some other lines that start as late as 8 a.m. and finish at 4:30 p.m. Our second shift positions range from 1:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. and we have one other line that starts up at 3:30 p.m. to 1 a.m. So we've staggered those start times and end times so that we can be as flexible as possible with our crews and our workforce. And then our sanitation crew is from 10 p.m. to 6:30 a.m.
Excellent. If you could reiterate again the best way for someone to seek job opportunities and apply with Great American Snacks, that would be great.
Either online through our website, is one of our best ways. Otherwise, we're open for individuals stopping on site and filling out an application on site and talking to our human resources team right away. That process works quite well as also. The only thing we ask with everybody that comes on site, we put everybody through a health screening process where there's just a simple questionnaire and a temperature check, and then once that's complete, then we provide PPE in the form of a mask and hand sanitizer, and they're then able to talk to HR.
Excellent. That was a question in one of our other sessions. What sort of COVID-19 precautions and setups do you have in place for your employees?
A lot. So we've been very, very proactive in terms of prevention and protecting our employees is one thing that we're very, very proud of. We have not had any outbreaks, and we've done a really good job of taking care of our employees. Employees that self-report and or show any symptoms or fever through the health screening process, we allow them in up to 14-day self-quarantine where we continue to pay them through that process. Every individual is pre-screened prior to starting their shift every day. We've installed additional barricades in our break rooms, restrooms, production lines to allow for segregation. We've further segregated our start times and end times and break times to make sure that we limit the overlap of employees. And we provide, obviously, hand sanitizer in all of our work areas, along with masks and face shields if warranted, if requested.
That sounds thorough. Good job on that. What is the address of your facility in case someone wanted to stop into HR?
Yeah, so it's 216 8th Street North, Nampa. We're located, if you just take that I-84 X Franklin exit, head south and take the first right onto 3rd Avenue. It'll bring you right to our facility. We're also located very close to the Kohler Cemetery along 6th Avenue.
Great, thank you. Is there a phone number you would like to share?
Yeah, our best phone number is 208-465-5111.
Good, good. Is there anything else you might want to say about your company or program in closing? Right now we have no questions, but we can always follow up after the job seekers can reach out to you directly.
Yeah, we just like to say we've got a great thing going here in Nampa with Great American Snacks. Very, very, like I said, very, very stable business, even through all of the disruptions across the country from a COVID-19 and closures of restaurants and food service outlets. We've been very, very stable business. We're very fortunate that we have a strong retail and a strong food service business, so that when food service drops off, our retail business picks up. We have very, very few layoffs. We only suffered one minor layoff through that whole process, and we've been able to bring everybody back since then, but with a very short layoff. And we're very, very strong. Our month of May has been much stronger than we expected, and June as well, much stronger than we expected. So we're here for long term to come. We've got a great customer base and just a solid business. So anybody that's at all concerned about the stability of an employer in the future, we are very, very stable. So we'd look forward to bringing anybody on board.
Thank you so much for your time. And again, job seekers, the web address is appetizer.com/careers. And we appreciate your time today. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much, Erin. Take care.
Thank you.
You too.
Bye-bye. And we just want to, in closing, thank all of our participants today for participating at the Idaho Job and Career Fair. A big thanks to Express Employment Professionals for sponsoring this networking room. Truly, we could not do it without their support, and all of the job seekers that listened in. Please do remember these sessions were recorded and will be available shortly for your viewing at a later time. Thank you again for joining, and have a great day.